Hey, what's up, guys? Luke Profit. So this section is talking a little bit about eBay flagging and stuff like that. So I'm sure you've heard about it, the big scare that everybody's worried about, eBay flagging. So this has been a pretty recent change. eBay changed their policy and made dropshipping technically against terms of service. So now we have to be a little bit sneakier about how we're doing it. We can't just call them and be like, hey, we're dropshipping, have to kind of work around and find little workarounds so that the system doesn't have problems. But essentially, if you don't know what eBay flagging is, it's when basically eBay's algorithm decides, hey, you know what, I think this guy's drop shipping, then your account gets marked as a drop shipper. So I've got two examples of two different accounts here that I had and was running, and look at this. These are old accounts I have not been using recently, but yeah, check this out. So they got hit, bam, right there. And this is what a flag looks like. So, to be up like this, stay up, getting good sales. Notice the impressions here. This is 20,000 impressions. So we're getting over 20,000 impressions a day. Up here at this point, we were at almost 30,000 impressions in one day. And then all of a sudden, the algorithm right here decided that it thought we were drop shipping, and bam, look at that. Look at how low these impressions have dropped down to. And now they're staying at around, very little, around like 500 impressions a day. So yeah, basically this is what happens when you get flagged. If you look at your promoted listings, I recommend promoting everything at 3%. And yeah, your promoted listings go from getting a ton of views to bam, almost no views. You'll go from getting almost 30,000 impressions a day, 15,000 to 30,000 usually in that range, and then bam, no sales at all. So this is what happens if you do not prevent eBay from finding out that you're drop shipping. So what you need to do to prevent that is, and eBay's algorithm, I feel like, is changing a lot and stuff, but the main thing is the easiest way for them to detect you is if they see that your tracking numbers do not match the location that you stated in the listing. So you can use Blue Care to hide that. When you're using Blue Care tracking, it doesn't show the origin of where the items are coming from. So use Blue Care tracking for everything. Clear out the metadata in your photos. Different, like Yably does that automatically if you use it, but DSM Tool and a couple other ones do not. And the metadata is basically just, it can say, literally Amazon.com, this picture is from Amazon.com if you don't clear it out. So that's another way that they can catch you. I also recommend changing up your descriptions and stuff and not using exact match descriptions from like Amazon. So that's why I don't include the description in my things. But yeah, so there are also theories about, is it is it connecting API software to your eBay account that causes flagging? I don't think so, because there are a whole lot of problems with that, and I talk about that in the other video on flagging. But this is what it looks like in your account, and if you're not using promoted listings, it's a lot harder to tell if you're flagged or not. But with promoted listings, it makes it easy, because you'll go from getting 15 to 30,000 impressions a day to all of a sudden overnight getting very few, and then sort of ends up being around like 500. I think with this store, I actually, they notice they go to 0, and I think that's because I actually took the items off here because my subscription was about to renew, and I was like, well, this account's flagged and not making me any money, so I'm going to just take all the stuff off here for now. So, but yeah, this is what a flagged account looks like. So, you'll have good like this for, at least a month or something, and then drops off right away. So yeah, that's another reason that I don't think that the software is the issue, because if connecting software was the issue, they wouldn't give you a full month of being fine before they flag it and everything. Just doesn't make any sense. So I think it's not using Blue Care on these accounts. I wasn't using Blue Care, and yeah, just drops off. But that's what it looks like if you look at your promoted listings, and this is exactly what happens to you. This is actually kind of weird because it looks more like it was growing, but usually it's more stable than that. But if this kind of thing happens to you with your promoted listings, then what that means is that you're flagged. Your account will look fine, it'll say it's in good standing, but you're flagged. Yeah, so this is what the eBay flag is, and this is what we are trying to prevent, and that's why we use Blue Care and other stuff to try to avoid getting caught. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you're new to dropshipping and you're trying to figure out how to get started, I've got a full free set of training videos down there, link in the description. It goes over everything you need to know about how to get started making money online. And the average person following my method makes around $500 to $800 profit per month after expenses for each 1,000-item eBay store that they have set up and running. They're really not that hard to get started. If you've got any questions about anything dropshipping related, feel free to hit me up on Facebook. I'll put a link down there, as well as a link to a group that I started with hundreds of other dropshippers that you can join. I post new content on this channel every couple days, so go ahead and subscribe and click the notifications, and I'll see you back here with another video in a couple days.